Well, we've made it out to Alabama. Last few days we've had some pretty torrential rain and found that we have a leak somewhere on the roof. We came out to visit our friends here at Storyteller Overland, which is where we're currently parked, so we can try to find the leak and get that fixed before we get back out on the road and go camping. A leak on an RV is actually pretty common. We've had a couple leaks in previous RVs. We had one in our home, and basically what happens is the sealant up on the roof can crack, or there's not enough of it. Water finds its way in somehow, and you just have to get up there, find that leak, and seal it up. So that's what's on the agenda for me today.
So are you taking that vent cover off to see if you can find a leak?
It's not wet under here.
Well, the leak point is right over the bed.
Yeah. Water's here. But, and didn't you say you saw some water?
Yeah, there was also water on that side. See where the mattress is wet right below you?
Right here?
Yeah. So that's where the water was dripping in from this morning.
Here and here.
Yes.
Huh.
And that's where it was damp the last time, where I thought it was condensation. I know you really want to figure this one out, but I think we might want to just give customer support a call and see what they say.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we don't have the luxury of going back to a home base since we live out of this thing full time.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to get this figured out.
I know Kate told me to give it up, but I'm stubborn.
Well, what are you checking now?
I want to check that corner.
What do you think, my love?
I feel like a beaten man. I just left a message with the customer service group at 4-Wheel Campers, waiting for them to get back to me. Also sent them an email. We grabbed a little video clip of the leak in here. But I think once production stops at Storyteller Overland, I'm going to see if they can let us pull into their shop. I have a sneaking suspicion from where the water's coming in that the water might be coming in from the Yakima racks that we have up there, or at least the tracks, because those are all screwed into the roof. So what I'm going to do is go up there, take a look, maybe pop a few of the screws out, take some die-core, fill in each of the holes, put the screws back in, and see if that does anything. Because the leak seems kind of just at the points of where the racks start. So maybe it just needs a little bit more die-core. Who knows? The service department at 4-Wheel Camper called back. They said that having a leak on the roof is actually a very rare thing. But he did agree with my idea that it could be one of the screws that's letting water in. So what I'm going to do is take a few of the screws out, throw some die-core in there, and try to reseal them up. But if that doesn't work, they did say we can take it into any RV dealer and they will cover the cost for the repair. So that's good news. It's just stressful trying to figure stuff like this out, especially when you have a new camper. There are always going to be bugs to work out. We've gone through this with other campers in the past, and it's just, sometimes it feels like one thing after another until you get all the bugs worked out.
Well, I think the slightly challenging thing right now is it's supposed to rain for the next 3 days. Mm-hmm. And I think maybe I'll sleep down here and you can sleep up there, because only half the mattress is wet.
Well, it's a good thing we have the second bed. But yeah, I think if we can get it inside, get those screws resealed. I mean, and the other thing is, when I talked to him, I told him exactly where the leak was coming from and what I thought was happening. And he said that makes total sense. Although it's rare, that could very well be what's happening. So it's worth a shot. You know, I have the tools and the equipment here that I need, so I can probably get it done fairly quickly.
I think it is very fortunate that we're hanging out with our friends over at Storyteller Overland.
Yes.
And they've been more than generous in helping us out to fix this.
Exactly. I mean, we didn't buy a Storyteller, but we love the crew here, and they're almost like family. So we've just come down to hang out for a weekend with them. And it's Monday. We're supposed to go camping today out in the wilderness, but that's going to get put on hold.
All right, coffee time.
Yes, need a bit of a break. All right, well, the shop is shut down, so I'm gonna back the truck in there and start fixing some screws. Hi.
This is Adam.
Hi.
We love Adam. Well, I'll help you clean up and let's call it a night.
All right, sounds good. All right, time to move her back outside and see if this works.
And now we wait for the rain.
Yeah. Now we just have to wait for the rain and see if what I did works.
I feel very confident in your repair job last night.
Me too. But you never know, water is a tricky thing. Well, the weatherman lied as usual, and there's no rain today, or at least not enough for us to test whether or not this is not leaking anymore. So I'm gonna go drive it over to the hose bib and just spray the roof down and see if we can get it to leak, or hopefully I fixed the problem.
So I put down bowls at the leak points just in case any water does get through, but so far so good.
Well, good news is no leaks, but we haven't had an actual rainstorm yet. There is supposed to be a thunderstorm here in the next couple days. So we're gonna go camping in the area, see if my fix holds up, and if so, get back out there. So another huge thank you to Storyteller Overland for letting us use their shop, their resources, ping their people with questions, and just let us park here until we figured this out. Those guys are awesome, and you guys are family, so thank you so much. Well, we found our thunderstorm. It started last night at about 3 in the morning, and man, it was pouring. But no leaks, so the problem is fixed. I'm glad we caught it early so we don't have any water damage or mold. And for those of you who have been asking if you can camp in this thing in inclement weather, heavy rain, yes, no problem. These windows seal really well so water doesn't come in. And once you fix any leaks you have on the roof, no water is coming in that way either. So it's pretty nice. But I think it's time for us to get back out on the road now that our problems are fixed and get back to adventuring. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you want to see more cool content, you know where to go. We're therussos.com. We'll see you next time. Bye.